Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I just want to quickly start out by saying if I sound a little bit different or a little bit nasal, it's because I'm still recovering from being ill. I'm feeling much better, but I've still got the kind of, you know, leftovers. But today I'm going to be doing a kind of full face of new drugstore makeup or testing new drugstore makeup, which I haven't done in a while, I think. And I'm also going to be showing you some Kiss lashes and how I apply my lashes. At the end of this video, obviously I'll show you the application, but Kiss have very kindly partnered up with me on this video for the lashes part. They have some super affordable lashes. The actual ones that I'm going to be showing you are part of their Lash Couture Faux Mink collection, and they have lots of different styles of these. I have tested a couple of these in the past in recent videos, a few of the different styles, but they have loads of different styles. This one is Pitch, we have Noir, we have Midnight, we have Gala, and then we have Little Black Dress. But these lashes right here are super affordable. They're $7.99. You can get them from Boots and Superdrug. They're super soft, super fluffy, super flexible, as you'll see when I apply them at the end of this video after my eyeshadow. But because they're faux mink, they're not made of actual mink fur. They feel as if they are mink fur, but they're not. They're made of, I think, a combination of synthetic and human hair. You can wear them up to 10 times. They are reusable. Whatever you kind of want in a pair of lashes, they've got lots of different designs, so I'm going to show you that later in the video. So if you guys are looking to try some new affordable lashes, I will leave the link down below in the description box. But without further ado, let's just get on to me applying my makeup and testing out some drugstore makeup. Looks like today's going to be one of those days where the sun is just coming in and out. For my primer, I'm testing the NYX Hydra Touch Primer, which looks like this. It's just a blue bottle thing. It says it's infused with chamomile, green tea, and ginseng root extract to give you the perfect canvas and give your skin a radiant boost. So I have the feeling this isn't going to be like a pore filling primer, because it's more of a hydrating one, as the name suggests. Ooh, it's kind of like a gel consistency. Smells very fresh. I mean, I'm quite happy that I can smell this because I haven't been able to smell anything for the past week with this cold, so I mean, I guess that's a good sign. Ooh, this feels really nice. It definitely feels very moisturizing. I think if you had drier skin, then you would definitely like that. The only foundation I had in there, which was drugstore and I hadn't tried, is the Lottie London Selfie Ready Medium Coverage Foundation. This is a water-based foundation with vitamin C, and I have the shade Beige. I don't know if this is going to work and if it's going to be the right colour. I have a feeling it might be a bit too dark. Okay, so for a water-based foundation, it's quite thick. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be a bit too dark for me. Okay, let's see how the coverage is. Ooh, actually, not bad. It is a little bit on the dark side, but it is blending really nicely. Oh, I do look a bit orange, don't I? I think that actually looks pretty nice. It has a nice finish, but it is definitely a little bit too dark. Not bad, not bad. Moving on to concealer, I have the Sleek Life Proof Concealer. I've got 3 different shades here. Vanilla Chai, which is 04, 01 Flat White, and 03 Cafe Au Lait. I love how they're named all after coffee. I think that's quite funny. That one is Flat White, which is 01. 03 is Cafe Au Lait. Actually, that one might work for me. And then that one there is 04. I think I want to use 01 under my eyes and see how we go. It's got a very small doe foot. Very small doe foot. It's really weird. It's so thin. Okay. It's definitely giving me some coverage. This is it with the light blocks. I'm not mad at that. I feel like you can still see a bit of my kind of like dark circleage though. I'm just going to take the other shade in 03 and use this on my blemishes. Okay, I definitely think that helped to cover my blemishes. It's not 100% full coverage, but I do still like it. I think it blends nicely. I mean, as drugstore concealers go, I think it did a pretty decent job. The only thing I don't have to test that's new is powder, so I'm just going to go in with my, what is this? L'Oreal True Match. Now that I've kind of done my concealer and powder and everything, I think the foundation shade actually looks fine. For my bronzer and contour, I've got two different things which I'm going to use. I'm going to be testing the Revolution Emily Edit The Needs palette. I'm going to be testing the Wants on my eyes, but this one I might use the face products from. There's a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter, and then I've also got this, which I just have to test because it looks so nice. The L'Oreal Chromatic Bronze Highlight and Contour palette, but this one has got a very warm bronzer and then 3 highlighters. Obviously these two I can't use, but I'm going to use this one and then use the bronzer. But to actually contour, I think I'm going to try the shade Courage from Emily's The Needs palette. I'm not gonna lie, the design of this one isn't my favourite. I'm not really like a baby pink type of gal, and I feel like the space inside, they could have like used the space a bit better, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of empty like plastic space, but that's just me being picky. Okay, so I'm just taking that bronzing shade. Okay, it's very pigmented, so you just need the tiniest little dip and then, well, I do. Okay, I think it's quite a nice sort of in-between shade of bronzer slash contour. It's not too dark, but it's not too warm. Just be careful because a little bit goes a very long way. For my bronzer, I'm going to take the L'Oreal palette and take this shade right here. Just because of the light, it looks like this side of my face is more bronzed. Okay, that kind of helps. It's got like the tiniest bit of glow to it, which I quite like. Then for blush, I'm going back to the Emily palette and I'm taking the shade Joy. Okay, maybe I put a bit too much of that blush on. Oh no. I do like it though, it's a pretty shade, but I don't know, I think maybe that's a bit overboard. Then for highlighter, I'm trying the lightest one from this L'Oreal palette, and when I swatch these, they look insane. Like the two darker shades as well are absolutely gorgeous. Like, I wish I could use them on my face because they are honestly so gorgeous. Let's just go in with a lighter shade. It's a very pink toned highlighter. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, so you could definitely see that pink sort of tone to this highlighter, but it is gorgeous. Okay, this little palette, I actually quite like that. I mean, other than the two shades of highlighter that I can't use, I like those two. And then I'm going to go back to the Emily palette and use this highlighter right here called Gratitude. It's definitely more of a kind of subtle, natural highlighter, but it still looks really pretty. And I'm going to put this on my brow bone and my nose. It's less metallic and it's more kind of natural and just glowing from within kind of, but it's really pretty still. I've forgotten my brow products. I'll be right back. You know when you go looking for something and then you come back to where you were and you realise it was right next to you. Okay, so for my brows, I have some of these Lottie London Arch Rival Microblade Effect pens. I've seen these before. L'Oreal's got one, Maybelline's got one, other people have probably got them, but I'm going to give these ones a try. The main problem that I have with most of these is they kind of dry up a bit too soon and they're not always dark enough. So maybe I'll start off with the blonde shade and use a darker one if this doesn't work. So this is basically a pen, felt tip pen that's got little spikes on it to try and replicate hairs, and I'm using the shade Blonde. But again, they just dry up so easily. Like the first swipe on this eye worked really well, and then it kind of gets clogged up with foundation and stops working. I've also tried these types of pens on bare skin as well, and they seem to do the same thing. Like as soon as you use them the first time, they just kind of then lose all of their oomph. I do like it though, it looks very natural. Maybe I should try a darker shade. Brown, let's go for cool brown. Can you guys see my eyebrows definitely look very kind of natural, and I do like them. I like the look of them, but I just wish it had a bit more colour. Yep, okay, this one's definitely a lot darker. Okay, I think this one's too dark. I kind of need something in between. It is very dark, but I kind of like that. I really like how you can still see all of my brow hairs. I quite like it. I was about to say sorry for all my coughing, but then I realised I obviously am going to edit it out. Okay, so I'm then using the Emily Wants palette, and this just looks like this. I think this looks like a really nice palette, and I think I'm going to do something sort of berry toned, as there is quite a lot of berry tones in here and I'm wearing a berry toned jumper. I'm going to start with the shade Laugh Cry, which is this pinky colour here. Ooh, hello. And I'm just putting this in my crease. I think this palette is £15 by the way. Okay, that's a really pretty sort of peachy, pinky red, orange colour And then going to take Love Tons, which is this burgundy purple colour here. And again, I'm just going to pack this into my crease to make it even darker. Ooh, that's pretty. I mean, so far, those colours are blending really nicely. Trying to kind of wing it out, but do I ever do that? No. Does it ever work? No. And then I'm going to take some of the shade called Pi-Fi? P-Fi? I don't know how you say that, but it's this purple shade right here, and I'm going to put some of this on my outer and inner corners. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of that purple shade. I definitely prefer the other two colours that I used. I mean, so far, I think this matches my jumper very nicely. That purple shade took a little bit more like working with and blending than the other two shades, but I mean, it's still nicely pigmented. This is how we're looking so far. I'm then just going to take a bit of the shade called Midwest, which is this one, and I'm going to use that to blend out the edges. And then taking Love Tons, which is the burgundy, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to blend that out with some of the transition shade. I'm going to take this shade, which is called Good Vibes, which is like a berry shimmer. And I'm going to put this on my eyelid. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm just kind of putting that on the center of my eyelid. Then I think I'm going to go in with a bit of Top Story. Wait, does that say Top Story or Toy Story? Top Story, which is this gorgeous gold. And again, I'm going to add a bit of this over the top just because I can't resist. Ooh. Okay, that is also gorgeous. On my inner corners, I'm taking the shade Oh Heavens, which is this shimmery white. This is the eyeshadow look before my liner and lashes. I really love this. I think it looks super pretty. It's very dramatic, but I like it a lot. I like this palette. I've heard very mixed reviews, but I really like it. I think for the price, it worked really nicely. For my liner, I'm using the NYX That's the Point Hella Fine Artistry Liner. Ooh, that is hella fine. Can you guys see how small that liner is? I just realized I have a little bit of fallout on my face. Whoops. That really is tiny. Okay, so it's a really good liner. It's really black and really liquidy. But what I don't like about it is because it is so small, it's not very forgiving. So it's a little bit tricky to work with. Just quickly before I do my lashes, I'm going to apply some mascara. And this is the new mascara from Revolution called the Mascara Revolution. I really like this. I have tried it before, so it's not testing, but it's really good. Ooh, got my hair in it. It's a little bit clumpy, but I quite like clumpy lashes. Okay, so onto the eyelashes. Like I mentioned earlier, this part of the video is in collaboration with Kiss Lashes. And these are the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Mink collection. They have lots of different styles. The style that I wore in my testing Jordan's palettes video was the style Noir, which was these ones. And then also, in a recent video, I can't remember which one it was. I also tested the style Midnight in one of my recent videos. So obviously I've used this pair before, which is why they're stuck on a bit funny, but you can use them up to 10 times. Yeah, what I like about these is the actual band of them is really like movable and comfortable, so it doesn't like dig in, because a lot of lashes that are quite fluffy and dramatic, they often can be quite stiff. But these ones are very kind of flexible, so they can really kind of fit to the shape of your eye. I'm just gonna like rest these ones on top just to show you what they would kind of look like. Oh, I kind of want to wear this style today, but then I wore these ones in a recent video. I'm also going to be using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. I mean, this is what it looks like in the box, but I've got my one right here, which I've been testing. What I really love about this lash glue is it doesn't irritate my eyes. I think because it has aloe in there, it's more of like a gentle formula and more soothing. I have really sensitive eyes, and I find that a lot of lash glues make my eyes kind of itchy and water, and I just don't get along with quite a lot of them, but this one I haven't had any issues with, which is really good. These ones are the style Gala. Like even these ones, which are the most dramatic out of all of them, still have a really flexible lash band, which I really like. Ooh, I think maybe I want to wear these, but they might need a bit of trimming. I think I'm going to go super glam today and go with the style Gala, just so I can kind of show you guys that applying lashes this big isn't actually as scary as you might think it will be. So the first thing I'm going to do is just gently peel them off from the plastic. And then, like I said, these ones are a little bit too big for my eyes, so I'm just going to trim them down slightly. Just by resting them, you can see that they overhang a little bit. So you could take a small pair of scissors, or what I like to do is take a clean pair of nail clippers, which I use for my lashes. And just, I'm going to start at the outer corner of the eyelash, and I'm just going to trim off a little bit of the excess. The easiest thing that I find to do is when you first get your lashes, I mean these ones are super like flexible anyway, but just give them a little wiggle to kind of loosen them up a bit. And then you want to take your glue. I'm using the Kiss lash adhesive with aloe. And you just want to apply the glue onto this part of the lash here. And then you don't want to use too much lash glue. Just do a thin little strip of lash glue. I tend to put a little bit more on the end, on each end. So I just do enough to kind of cover the lash band. I don't have any lash glue spilling onto the lashes or anything. And then you just want to wait about 30 seconds for it to dry and go a little bit tacky, because if you put it on too soon, then it will be too wet and it will just peel off. And then there are a couple of different methods that people use to stick on lashes. Some people just go straight in with their fingers. Because my nails are quite long, I like to use either tweezers or a lash applicator. So I'm just grabbing this little thing right here, and I'm just gonna grab my lashes like this, and then I use a handheld mirror and kind of look down into the mirror so you can see that you're really getting it above your natural lash line. And then you just want to place this on top of your natural lash line. And then once it's kind of on there, you can use these, or you can just use your fingers to kind of maneuver it to where they sit most comfortably. And then place the inner corners down. And then what I like to do, just when I've got them where I want them, is I'll kind of just hold them down until the lash glue feels like it's fully dried. And try not to apply them too close to your inner corners. And then also as well, to get them as close as I can to my lash line, I just like to give them a little pinch with the lash applicators. But obviously make sure you're really careful when you're doing this. It's probably safest to just use your fingers to pinch them together. So that is my eyelash on. And then I'm just going to do the same on the other side, give them a little wiggle. And if you don't stick them in the right place first time, it's okay, because you still have a bit of wiggle room. The lash glue won't be fully dry yet, so you can kind of play around with them and just maneuver them into place. And the lash glue does dry clear, by the way, when it's fully dried. You won't see the white anymore. Okay, so these are what the lashes look like now that they're on. As you can see, they're very dramatic, but I think they look gorgeous with this eyeshadow look. Okay, so these are what the lashes look like now that they're on. I mean, obviously I did go for the most dramatic lashes out of all of these. So if you didn't want something quite this big and bold and long and thick, then you could go for one of the other styles, but I think these are absolutely gorgeous. So if you guys are interested in any of these styles or the glue, I will have it linked down below. Finally, for the lips, I've got an e.l.f. Modern Metals Liquid Matte Lipstick. It's definitely a very autumnal colour. Ooh. Wow, that's really nice. It's almost like a burnt reddy orange colour. I don't really know how well this goes with this look, because it's like pink and then orangey red on my lips, but I definitely feel very autumnal right now. The formula of that is so nice. It's not drying at all and it feels really lightweight. Okay guys, so that is it from me for this video. I actually really love this overall look. Overall, I'm actually really impressed with everything. I don't think there was anything in this video that I didn't like. Like I said, if you guys want to get your hands on any of these products or the lashes, they will all be linked down below in the description box. Question of the day comes from Robin Dench, and she says, "Hey Soph, do you have any plans to go to VidCon London?" Potentially, yes. If anyone down below is going to VidCon, let me know, because I may or may not be there. Okay, so that is it from me. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it so much if you would subscribe. Hopefully in my next couple of videos I'll be feeling better and won't be sounding like this, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And if you do have any questions, then let me know with the hashtag question of the day and I might answer it in my next video. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!